Hi, I'm Linda Gassenheimer, and I'm the author of Fast and Flavorful Great Diabetes Meals from Market to Table, and it's published by the American Diabetes Association. So today, we're going to be making a Vietnamese hot and spicy stir-fried beef with Chinese noodles. And every time I say it, I want to drool because it's really a great dish. So first, we're going to start with the noodles. Now I have here the Chinese noodles. They're steamed or they're fresh. You can find them. If you can't find them, then use an angel hair pasta, but just make sure they're fresh. Something thin and easy to use. I'm going to put my water into the noodles, and we're going to be cooking this in the microwave. So cover it with a plate or with some kind of a wrap, and we're going to put it in the microwave. Now, I've already had some cooking in the microwave here, and we're going to take it out. Whoa. And we're going to set it aside because it's going to get cooked again. So now we'll put our next noodles into the microwave, and we're all set. So now let's make our sauce. Really simple, easy sauce. I have here some tomato paste, and we put this into the dish. I'm going to mix this with a little bit of water. It couldn't be easier, this sauce. And of course, when you're talking about Asian flavors and Asian dishes, the sauce is important. And I have here some ground ginger, and it goes. If you want, you can use fresh ginger. That'd be just wonderful. But this is going to be so simple and easy to make. And of course, we have to have the hot, spicy part. We've got the hot pepper sauce, and the heat's up to you. I'm just going to put a few drops in, and we're good to cook now. So here, what we want to do is get your skillet really hot. Now, if you have a wok, that's wonderful. Cook in a wok. But if you don't, you can cook it in a skillet, just as we have this here. So into the skillet is going to go chopped onions. Now, here's the secret about cooking, wok cooking or skillet cooking, when you want something to be really crisp and wonderful. You've got the skillet hot, and you put cold food into it. So wait a minute, don't stir it. Let it come back up to the heat. And I hear that sizzle, which is wonderful. So we're going to cook the onions, and they have to cook for a few minutes. And I have the garlic. Now, here's another way that Fast and Flavorful can help you. That is, it's from market to table. So the supermarket already has onions that have already chopped for you. Use them. And we have the garlic. Use the minced garlic. There's so many flavors in this dish that we can cut back a little bit, save some time, and letting the supermarket help us. Now, this is cooking. Oh boy, this is beginning to really smell good. What could be bad about garlic and onions cooking? Now, here's the other ingredient that's going into the dish, and that's lemongrass. Now, lemongrass looks like sort of like a scallion. It's kind of long. It looks like a scallion, and has this wonderful, fragrant flavor. But if you can't find lemongrass, that's okay. Just take a lemon and grate some of the lemon rind into it. It'll give you that extra little punch that you need. So that's all going to cook, and we're going to wait a minute for that to cook up. And next, in goes my beef. Now, here's another secret when you're cooking Asian foods, because there are a lot of things to do. You have the different particles on your plate. So line it up in order of how it goes into the pan, because then you don't have to look at your recipe. You know what goes next. So in it goes. Let's put this aside, and we're going to let that meat cook. We're going to brown that meat. It only takes a couple of minutes. Now, what kind of beef are we using? Well, you want to keep your fat, your saturated fat low, but you still can have beef. Think in terms of loin, tenderloin, sirloin. These are the lower fat cuts of meat, or even round steak. Those are low. But you don't have to worry about it because I've done the thinking for you. In the book, everything is listed as you need it. Now, we're ready for our sauce. So in the sauce goes and we're just going to toss that a second. You don't want to overcook it. Now, that's ready. And in fact, what we're going to do is we're going to just put it back here into our bowl because now we're going to cook our noodles. So put this aside. We have our noodles that were already cooked. Remember, they were cooked in the microwave. And we're going to just toss this a little bit. Let's get it all ready to go. And we have here our sugar snap peas. Okay, so now for our noodles. Remember, they've been cooked partially in the microwave, and we're going to finish cooking them. So I've got them here, and I'm going to put the snow peas in. And they go. Or you could use any kind of peas, regular peas. If you happen to have green beans in your refrigerator, then use those, either one. And what we're going to do is we're going to add the sesame oil. Now, sesame oil has this wonderful, wonderful nutty kind of flavor that adds to it. And this is going to go into the same skillet. There's no need to wash another skillet. It goes into the same skillet, or if you're using a wok, the same one that you use for the meat. So in it goes. And what's going to happen is it's going to take up some of the flavor, that wonderful, wonderful flavor that we had for the beef and for that sauce. And oh my goodness, I can smell here that sesame oil, that nutty flavor coming through. It's really good. And the noodles are going to get nice and crispy by cooking them just for a minute, warm them through, and we want to cook those snow peas, but we want them to be crisp. So here we are, nearly done, and now we're ready to plate our dish. And we're going to plate those noodles here. And then on top, we're going to put our beef with the sauce, and the sauce is going to drizzle through the noodles so it'll cover the whole dish. Doesn't that look pretty? It's the green and the noodles and the red meat. I'm getting very hungry. How about you? And then just to top it off, we have some walnuts. So on the walnuts, sprinkle on top, gives it a little extra flavor, some extra crunch, and doesn't that look wonderful? So here's our dish right here, and our Vietnamese hot and spicy stir-fried beef with Chinese noodles and snow peas. Well, you can find this recipe and 126 more dinners in Fast and Flavorful Great Diabetes Meals from Market to Table, published by the American Diabetes Association. Well, I'm Linda Gassenheimer, and I have here your fast, flavorful, and most important of all, guilt-free dinner in minutes. Happy eating.
This program is brought to you by Miami Culinary Institute at Miami-Dade College. For more information about the schools and the culinarium program, please visit www.miamidadeculinary.com or call 305-237-3276.